Hey guys, welcome back. In today's video, I'm super excited to finally be able to cover the brand new style that was added to the game yesterday, but before that, let's clear up some issues. Rollback got delayed for the time being, so it's not in effect. Another thing, many people are struggling to play with the current dashes, and I can assure you the dev is trying his hardest to fix them. It's not style specific, it's just a minor bug, so hold out for now. Anyway, I think it's about time to take a look at the style released with the Charge update, the Charge style. The Charge style is a rare, hyper-aggressive infighting style, built for staying right in your opponent's face and never letting them breathe. The official description is different than mine, which reads, "You can run, but you can't hide." A hyper-aggressive, textbook infighter who doesn't know the meaning of stepping back. Unique ability, Stampede. Charge into the opponent, hitting powerful body blows that sap their stamina. Ultimate, Raging Bull. So, I'm sure you're wondering, how does Charge play? Well, overall it's by far the most rapid-paced and aggressive style in the game. One thing about this style is its dashes. You have typical infighter dashes, including a great forward dash and diagonal side dashes, but the one thing you lack that other infighters have is a back dash. This means that if you want to use this thing, stepping away is not an option. You need to prioritize using forward dashes to avoid hits and try to PD as much as possible. This style has very good damage output overall, and can force the opponent into very uncomfortable situations if used properly. Anyway, time for the attacks. Its light attacks are pretty slow, but decently strong. They're pretty much what you'd expect, useful for damage output but aren't very good for counters or outspeeding other people. Pretty standard for infighters. This style's lights alternate between a left and right hook, coming from odd angles. Just keep in mind they aren't the best in the world, being they are slightly weaker than Ippos, but they are still very solid for pressure and chip. Moving on to the heavy attack, Charge's M2 is a very versatile tool. Not only is the range of it pretty solid, but it deals a good amount of damage as well. The downside to this heavy is it only comes from the left side, being it's a left overhead, and it's quite slow and easy to see. It is quite a wide swing, however, so it can be used to catch an early dodge if timed well. Moving on to the gimmick. This ability, named Stampede, is a very strong neutral killer. You know how some people will hover around a certain range and won't ever leave it? Yeah, Charge can force them back right into the corner, allowing you to better deal with that. Basically, Stampede is a quick, short-range dash, with your head going low and charging into the opponent. If this lands, the opponent will be stunned in place, preventing them from backing up and letting you land your special attacks, body blows. These attacks will automatically apply a mild dose of Kimura slowdown, but that's not all. Even if these are blocked, they drain the opponent's stamina meter until it's almost completely gone. What this means is, if you land this on full stamina, you can destroy the opponent's health and recovery at the same time, since their stamina will be too low to punish, and the Kimura slowdown will force them into timing their dashes, otherwise they'll be getting punished for using them. Not only that, but it can also pretty much guarantee ults if you hit them while their block is low, since the effects make it pretty much impossible to punish you. Do be warned, however, this ability can be perfect dodged, blocked, which will stun you, countered, and backed away from, meaning it's not guaranteed pressure if you're not timing it right. However, Stampede also has a hidden ability no one has been talking about, which I'll be calling Clinching. In boxing, clinches can be used to buy a boxer time to recover stamina and try to control their opponents while they try their best to avoid taking hits. This, my friends, is the solution to the main issue with Charge, no back dodging. By simply landing a Stampede and using slower M1s during your combo, you can buy yourself valuable time to heal, while also preventing the opponent from guaranteeing full damage. This is great if the opponent uses a lot of lights, or has just used an ultimate that didn't kill, allowing you to almost guarantee that you take minimum damage. feel free to use this strategy to regain your bearings as well if you start to lose a lot of health very fast. Drowning really killed it with this ultimate. And that's about it for Charge. Yeah, I'm maining this style. This thing has gone above and beyond my expectations. It's super high energy and aggressive, which I think is something this game has needed for a long time, since passive players have been in their element recently. So, any tips for Charge? Well, you should try to use Stampede randomly, and should prioritize using it if the opponent's stamina meter is low, such as after dashes, attacks, or full M1 combos. You can also use Stampede directly after ultimates, since it's honestly got pretty fast start up, and of course, if you land you can clinch, letting you stay aggressive without having to worry about losing lots of health. Try to use the heavy a lot as well, it's honestly solid. Anyway, time for some matches.